Morning guys, I hope I have everything ready. I haven't done this one before, so I haven't figured out what I want to do, and I had to just find a board in my stack over there of cut wood that this would fit on. This is our I Am a Superhero. I think that's the name of it. Let me look on the back. This is what they come in, this clear packages here. Yeah, it's just called Superhero. So I'm Darlene and I'm here with Couture. I'm going to show you this little project. I've cut these apart and I put an X on the back so I know which side to put these back on after I clean them. But first I need to paint my board. And I am going to use acrylic paint. I just grabbed some paint off the shelf. I think that a light blue would look good on this. I'm gonna put gloves on to protect my hands, and we are gonna use, it's really called the baby wipe method, but I use a Clorox wipe because I have allergies to some of the things in baby wipes. So you're gonna put some of your paint onto your little plate here. Okay, the lid was clogged up, so I just took off the top. It's almost empty, so. And then I'm just gonna dip the Clorox wipe into here. You would dip your baby wipe or whatever you're gonna use. You could use a paintbrush, but this is just a quick way to paint this board. I just want a light coat of paint on here. And I'm gonna dry it after I get the coat of paint on there. And then I'm gonna wax my surface. So, if you don't know what Couture is all about, we have really unique transfers. You can make great home decor. You can keep it for yourself. You can sell it. You can sell the transfers. There's many ways to make money with Couture, or just enjoy it for yourself. Have your friends over, make some projects, just have a little morning coffee break, and there's just a lot of fun things about it that I love. Okay, taking the gloves off, I'm going to dry this real quickly. This is a heat gun. This is from Uline. This is more of a industrial heat gun. You can use a hair dryer, or you can prep these the night before and just let them dry on their own. I'm just doing this. I want to be able to show you from start to finish how easy it is to create a project. So if you feel your board, if it's still wet, it's going to feel damp. So this, I can feel dampness here. And it dries really quickly. Using the Clorox wipe to put it on, it dries really quickly. I'm going to take a little sanding disc and I'm going to sand this over my trash can. Okay, so it literally takes seconds to do that. Then I have a tack cloth. A tack cloth is a cloth that has a little bit of waxy stuff on it. And it just looks like that. And it takes off the powdery stuff off the surface. You can get that at Home Depot or Lowe's. Then I'm going to use a wax, and I'm going to wax my board. This is the wax that I prefer. Just going to take an old rag. I use the same one again and again. Just dip a little bit of paste. Spread it onto your board. You're just trying to get a barrier in between your board that you've just painted and your transfer. So you don't need much. Sometimes I just grab my rag. If I've used it recently, the wax is still on there. So you're just kind of buffing it in, and then you're going to take a paper towel and wipe off any excess. You can feel it feels really smooth, and that's what you want. All right, now I'm going to lay my words out again, figure out how I'm going to do this. I have 4 different colors here. This little superhero here, Batman, he's going to be black. So I'll do him last. I'm going to work from top to bottom. That's generally what I do, so I don't put my hand into anything. I'm going to do, this is our new Liberty Blue. These are our chalk paste, so when you open them, you're going to stir it, and it needs to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. If it's too thick, you're going to add a little bit of water and stir it. I think I'm going to do, let's see, we're going to do red. We'll start with red. Do red, which is our candy apple, and Liberty, and then I'm going to do this candy apple also, and then Bumblebee, and then we'll do this, our black velvet. All right, so this is brand new, so I am going to fuzz this, and fuzzing it means that you're going to take off just a little bit of the stickiness. So I have a paper, I have a towel. So you want a towel that is kind of old and used, and you're just going to fuzz it just like that. Just put it on, pull it off, and then I'm going to line this up at the top, smooth out any of my little air bubbles. And these are our squeegees that we have. These are different sizes. I just need a small one. I can actually I'm doing red. Let me put this here. Red is first, so maybe I'll go ahead and I will, did I say that? Red is first? You know what? That I do. I want red first. Okay. I can change my mind if I want. And that's the great thing about this is that, oh, and it just smeared. So we're gonna take that off, and we're gonna take a Clorox wipe, and we're gonna wipe this. We're gonna fix that real quick. So the great thing about this is it's water soluble, and I didn't have it down all the way and it moved. Okay, so I'm going to clean this really quickly. This little transfer, I'm just going to wipe it really quickly. We're going to start over. You clean this with Clorox wipes. Do not use a baby wipe on these, it will ruin them. So I'm just cleaning the chalk paste off of it, and we're going to start over. So learn from what I did. You're going to make sure that this is adhered to your surface before you start squeegeeing your chalk paste. No problem. I am happy that I can make mistakes that you guys can see. And I don't want this exactly at the top. I want it down just a little bit. Okay, so make sure that your transfer is stuck before you start to squeegee this. A good thing to do is to just hold the side. All right, and then I'm gonna pull from top down. Perfect, okay. I'm gonna put this in a water bath. A water bath is simply a container that has water in it. Keep lots of paper towels close by. If you're like me, you'll need them. All right, and then I'm gonna dry this real quickly so that I can do the superhero. You want to keep your heat gun moving, and then you're going to turn it down to just air so it goes back to its normal temperature. And feel it, make sure it's not hot. Now I'm going to take an extra backer sheet. This says S, it's scrap. I'm going to put that over the words so that it doesn't pull up the words. We're going to do superhero next. And I'm going to fuzz this just like I did the other one. Just going to fuzz it on a towel. This is an old towel. It's stained, it has paint on it, lots of stuff. So it's been used many times. Don't use a brand new towel. It will be too fuzzy. Okay, so I'm going to lay this on here, And I like to fold my corners under. Okay, I'm trying to get the placement before I put this down. Just like that. And then I'm going to tuck this under here. I like to fold my corners under so it's easier to grab. You need to press it down, get out all your little air bubbles. And this is going to be in our Liberty Blue. That's our brand new color. And just going to squeegee up first. You can do this however you want, whatever works best for you. Squeegee down. Get it into all of the silk screen. These transfers have silk screen in them, and they're reusable. You can use these again and again. Couture says 8 to 12 times, but honestly, I've used mine 20 plus times and they're still fine. And then you're just going to peel. Right. Okay, so let me dry that real quick so I don't put my hand in it. And we're gonna, oop, and I just stuck that in it. But you know what? It's okay because it doesn't show. Dry that real quickly. I'm just trying it so I don't touch it. Okay, he's gonna go at the bottom. This is gonna kind of go at a diagonal. This is gonna go right here at a diagonal. So I think I'll do this part next, the little lightning bolt. Gonna fuzz that on the towel. I think I'll do it more at an angle like that. I'm just going to tuck this under the corner. Actually, I'm going to fold that corner. That'll work. Fold that corner. Trying to get the best angle. All right, I'm going to go like that because then this one's going to be like that and this is going to be at the bottom. And I do have other pieces. I could put boom down here. We can add that. Okay, so this is our little lightning bolt. This is going to be out of our bumblebee. I'm going to use this squeegee here. And I'm just squeegeeing it up, making sure I fill all of the areas of the transfer. Put the excess back into my jar, and then I'm going to peel the transfer. And that's going into my water bath. Okay, I'm going to dry that real quickly. Let's see, maybe we'll do that there and then that there. Okay, so boom, I'm going to do in red because I'm going red, blue, and then this will be red. So we don't need very much of it, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long ways. Just going to smooth that on. And then peel my transfer. And then down here, I will do this in blue. Just trying to keep superhero colors. And I'm just gonna dip my squeegee into that. Gonna hold this. And squeegee up. Remove my excess, put it back into my jar. Pull my transfer. See how easy it is, guys? Anyone can do this. A child can do this. If I can do this, a child can do this. Okay, so this is the next. And I'm gonna dry these areas real quickly. You don't want to hold your heat gun on an area too long. You want to constantly be moving it so it doesn't bubble the chalk paste. Give it a little bit of just air. Take it back down to room temperature. You can see how quick that is. And your hand will dissipate heat if you need to just hold it there, and it will take out the heat. Okay, this is the mask part. We're going to do this in our black velvet. So I'm peeling the backer sheet off, and I'm just going to fuzz this. And I want this to be like he's looking off the bottom of the page. Bottom of the board. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to fold my corners under. Just like that. Gonna tuck a little piece of this under here so it doesn't pull up my lightning bolt. And flatten this all out. Make sure there's no air bubbles. And this is our black velvet. You'll need a little bit more of this because it's a bigger area. And I'm gonna hold over here, make sure that my transfer doesn't slide at all. Just going to fill this whole area, working quickly. You don't want this to dry on your silk screen because then you will get a bubble underneath and it just won't look as nice. So working quickly, filling the whole area. I need just a touch more right down there. Just smooth this whole thing out. And then I'm going to pull my transfer. Yay! I can see there's like a little bit of cleanup, but that's okay. I can fix that. And most people wouldn't even notice that. I just see a little bit went outside of the transfer. And then I can see right down here where it didn't go all the way to the board. Down here, I'm just going to fix that. I'm just going to dip a little Q-tip in the chalk paste, and I'm just going to paint that on there just like that. So there you go, guys. Hey, that was a quick project. I will seal this, and then I will take it to my craft show to sell. I'm going to wipe this off on the corner. See how easy that is to clean up. So I like to seal it with Rust-Oleum Clear Matte Sealer. I do 3 coats. I spray it. I set my timer for 30 minutes, come back, spray it again. Set my timer for 30 minutes, come back and spray it again, and then let it sit for several hours or overnight. But that is all for today. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of the transfers, I will leave my link below. And if you're interested in becoming a designer and receiving 40% off of any of your purchases, just leave me a message and I will get you all of that information. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day.